Good afternoon. We're still in the book of Job, and we may finish up the 39th chapter today. I remember when the Lord told me He wanted me to do this. I think I have gained as much as anybody else has just by going through and rehearsing some of the truths that God has just planted into me through this amazing book. I'm really pleased that other people are enjoying it too. And so it feels like a win-win. So as we start today, I want to bless your spirit. Hey, spirit, be front and center. I drink whatever's tasty, what feels like the Lord. And I bless you in your own study of the books that God has put in your path for your own growth. And I bless you in not just absorbing from them, but then in releasing what you have to others. I think if each of us released what we have for others, we'd have a surplus of things to drink from that are good. So let's start in verse 26 today. Does the hawk fly by your wisdom and spread its wings toward the south? We get some really big hawks in this area, and the crows and ravens will alert the smaller birds when a hawk comes around. And I'm just thinking about that hawk and its flight being directed by God's wisdom. Sometimes it's hard to think of a predator bird being directed by God because we always want the prey to get their direction and wisdom from the Lord. And yet the reality is He puts a wisdom into everything that He creates. And He knows which direction things will go. What does that mean for my life? Well, I've got a couple of big events coming up in my life in the next year. Does it help to know that the Lord has already overseen that, already knows everything that's going to happen with that, all the details? That He's going to be available in the midst of things that I don't know? And that He's going to direct paths in a way that I can't always predict or foresee? Lord, would you teach me to trust like a hawk? That's a prayer I haven't prayed before. Does the eagle mount up at your command and make its nest on high? On the rock it dwells and resides, on the crag of the rock and the stronghold. From there it spies out the prey. Its eyes observe from afar. Its young ones suck up blood, and where the slain are, there it is. As humans, we tend to want to avoid things that make us uncomfortable or unsafe. And while we would often marvel at the majesty of an eagle in flight, would we turn our heads away as it spies prey and goes after it? and feeds its young on blood. And that's one of the things that comforts me about the Lord, is that there's nothing that has ever happened in my life that he has turned away from, or that was too complicated for him, or that he retreated from. And it's not like he only sees the flowery, he sees all. And where that gives me comfort is that it's also true when he looks at my heart. He sees the places where I have been transformed by him and am able to love in a way that I didn't used to be able to. He sees the desire in me to forgive, to relinquish, to let go. And he also, at the same time, knows the places I hold anger, the places where I feel overwhelmed. And he is with me in every piece and particle of it. It says in Psalm 139 that he knows all of my thoughts, even when they're far off and I haven't even formed them yet. And so as I look at Job's experience with the Lord speaking out of the whirlwind, Job had to be wondering about the day that he lost, all that he lost. He had to be wondering about the state of his body, about his friends. And God went so far to say to Job, yes, I know, and I'm with you, and I'm going to teach you, and I'm going to take you higher because I love you, and I am not thwarted by what came your way, and I'm not turning away from places in you that aren't perfect yet. But I'm holding out my arms of love, and I'm giving you reason to believe that I'm trustworthy, even while you don't understand. That brings comfort to me. I hope it brings comfort to you. I bless you in Jesus' name today. Amen.